Well, Lewis, heading into this weekend, you always knew there was going to be a fight on your hands, but fifth, does it leave you content but frustrated at the same time? Could you got any more out of that today?
I definitely couldn't get any more out of it. I gave it everything. I was holding on to the reins for dear life, so I extracted everything I could out of the car, but I don't know if I anticipated this weekend would be as far as that off. Maybe 3 tenths, 2 tenths, but 5 tenths is, or 5 and a bit tenths is a good gap. So, it's a little bit, I think we're all definitely feeling it within the team, but we'll do the best job we can tomorrow. Still, there's no points for today, but this is a horrible track for overtaking, so it's really going to be a bit of a long slog tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not even just the time between yourself and pole position, it's maybe the number of cars that you've got as well between you and Sebastian.
Yeah, but he's got Verstappen next to him, so anything can happen at the start. But, I just got to try and see if I can get a good start, see if I can pick at least one of the Ferraris off. That would be very helpful. Otherwise, yeah, but for sure not the happiest, but what can I do? I gave it all my all. I definitely didn't make any mistakes. I got every single tenth and millisecond out of that car, so I squeezed it till it was dry, and, we look forwards.
It was a similar outcome in 2015. They kind of got it wrong last year. It wasn't sublime, but they got the job done. And now we're back to this situation. I'm a little vexed by it all. Eddie, what's happened?
I think last year confused us. But as indeed, 15, as you rightly said, I think everyone coming here expected Lewis to do better than he did. So there's been a drop-off there. There's a similar drop-off here. And I'm sure they're scratching their heads. They just wish Singapore was no longer on the calendar. And I know there's another 4-year extension on the contract. They're probably the only person in the world here that possibly didn't want that to happen. Lewis, he looks still tired, doesn't he? He doesn't look the bubbly, dynamic kind of character that we know we have seen him so often, because he realises this lap of Vettel was sensational. And he's probably applauding himself inside. This was something very special we saw today from Ferrari.
Well, in fairness, Lewis did say, I gave it all, I put everything out there, I held the reins, I went for it. Is it possible to give all you've got in qualifying, come fifth, and still win tomorrow? Can that happen?
Well, it is possible. Where did Fernando Alonso win from here? Was it like 12th or 13th on the grid way back in the first year? It is possible. It just makes it so much more difficult. You're also in the danger zone in the run down to turn 1, and also when you get down in the back straight into turn 4 or 5. So the potential to get involved in an incident is so much higher as well. Is this just a legacy of a different design car concept that Mercedes have? A bit of a longer car, not quite so nimble around the streets. They're still in the hunt, though, and as Eddie said earlier, he's still very much capable of winning this World Championship.
All he needs to do is get around Kimi, Daniel, Max and Seb. Come on. How hard can that be, Mark?
Yeah, he touched on in the interview there, didn't he? The start clearly is going to be important. We know that. So he's looking to get Kimi at least if he can. So trying to get him. He's waiting to see if Max is going to have a bit of a lover's tiff with Sebastian straight away. So he knows within the first 10 seconds of the Grand Prix, things can move very, very fast. So then once that happens, then he can mentally start to get his head into the first part of the race. And he knows it's a long GP tomorrow, 2 hours. There's going to be reliability. There's going to be drivers, making errors. Even the big boys can slip into a bit of a traffic
mechanically tough as well.
Exactly. So, he's on one side he's saying, look, it's a long race and I'm worried about, as I said before, it's going to go away from him. But also he's saying there could be things that, as you say, may pop up and results can come his way.
Last word, Eddie, before I throw
Well,
to a break?
listen, we're assuming here that fifth is the worst position that he can be in. But look, Lewis is not renowned for blistering starts. So he's got to look around and see what is around him and what the potential dangers are. It's not just the people in front of him. He's got to watch his back, for sure. And, that's an issue. I think if he finishes the first lap in fifth position and it balances out with pit stops, and we know how clever Mercedes are in getting strategy right, that's the best I think he can hope for.
And Sebastian hasn't got maximum points, mate, yet either.
Yeah, he's never ever lost from being on pole position here either.
Okay, well, I haven't seen any points dished out tonight yet, so we'll have this chat tomorrow night, because it's a long race, mate, and Sebastian knows that better than anyone.
It's going to be exciting, though.